Welcome students. In this episode, we are going to discuss about evolution and growth of leadership. Evolution of leadership, as we are aware of, leadership is not a new concept. It has started since time immemorial. Perhaps when the human civilization came into existence, leadership was there. And if you go by Karl Marx's classification of society into different phases, first phase is ascetic society, where hunting, gathering, food gathering and fishing were the major economic activities. And during that time, leadership was perhaps in practice. If you imagine of hunting a big animal, then perhaps the leader emerged among the people who went for hunting. Similarly, the second step is feudal society. In the feudal society, the society was divided between two groups, the feudal lords and serfs, or the laborers working on the field. The feudal lords were managing the serfs. So, definitely they were exhibiting leadership skills to manage the workers on the field. Next came industrial society. As per Karl Marx's classification, it was industrial society. But we will put one more phase between feudal society and industrial society. So, the third phase is the domestic mode of production, where you find guilds, where the artisans came together, formed guilds to carry out their business. Artisans could be potters, artisans could be blacksmiths, could be goldsmiths, could be weavers. So, they came together to form one organization, and that is called guild. And to supervise the guild, to carry out the operation in the guild, to divide the work, to fix the rate, all these things, there might have been a leader supported by others. So, leadership is nothing new. Only thing, in the industrial society, the scientific study of leadership started. So, as a practice, leadership started from the civilization beginning. Now, leadership, we are going for a systematic study or a scientific study. In a systematic study, as management started in 20th century, the systematic study of management, so was the leadership. Now, leadership at the beginning of 20th century, it started with trade theory. So, people or the experts of management field, the thinkers in the management field and the thinkers in general, they discussed about the importance of leadership and how to lead an organization. Now, in the 21st century, first theory came in 20th century, the first theory came into picture is trade theory, where focus was, initial focus for 3 decades, 1900 to 1930, the focus was domination. That is the primary characteristic of the leader considered by many experts. A leader leads to dominate the group, to make the activities to be done by the followers. So, domination through power was considered as one of the important skill of the leader. The second phase started 1930s to 40s, where influence was considered as one of the important characteristics of a leader. A leader needs to influence the people, and influence could be in a positive manner, could be in a negative manner. But later on, we in management focused on the positive side of influence. So, next important characteristics in 1930s is influence, and the leaders need to influence the group and the followers. While influencing, they need to exhibit some of the positive power to build motivation, enthusiasm among the followers, so that they follow the activities or follow to achieve the goal of the organization. It is the vision or the mission of the organization to be achieved, and for that we prepare different goals, objectives. Now, these objectives can be again divided into strategies. Now, leader has to focus on all these goals. It could be vision goal, mission goal, objective goals, and influence the followers to follow, to accept and to carry forward the activities to achieve the goals. Now, during the same time, 1900 to 1940, other traits were given importance. Traits like general intelligence of the leader, then the social intelligence, the spiritual intelligence, emotional intelligence, all these concepts emerged. A leader should have certain traits, and these traits differentiate between a leader and a non-leader. So, many researchers carried out research to find out what are these leadership qualities or the traits which makes a person leader. So, they have studied all the great leaders, starting from Gandhi to Churchill to other great world leaders, to find out what is the commonality between them. What are the common traits which made them leader? Now, after these studies, Stockdale came out with a study in 1950s which focused that the traits of leaders can not be similar, and so again a renewed interest emerged among the researcher to find out what determines a leader from a non-leader. So, during the period, the behavioral school in the management emerged. The behavioral school studied leadership qualities. Now, they focused on behavior of the leader behavior or the activities of the leader. Now, the leader activities, they classified into two categories, either production oriented or employee oriented leader. And they found out that employee oriented leaders are successful in satisfying the followers, because they made focus on the problem of the followers. They were very helpful to the followers. They mingle with the followers. They become very cooperative with the followers. Whereas the task oriented leaders or production oriented leaders, their major aim is to increase the production. So, they gave emphasis to the activities to be carried out by the followers without much concern about the problem of the followers. Both the leaders were successful in their own domain, and some of the theorists came out with the solution that a leader should have production oriented qualities or behavior and people oriented behavior. And soon after that, the situation changed and focus was on shared goals. The goals need to be shared. Unless it is a shared goal of the followers and of the leader, it is difficult to follow the leadership principles or to make the leader successful. And soon after that, situation leadership theories emerged, which took into account that situation is a determinant factor to emerge as a leader. So, situation could be favorable situation, unfavorable situation, moderate situation in organization, and it also focused on the followers, the qualities of the followers. And now, recent days, in the 21st century, we are focusing on authentic leader, spiritual leader, servant leader, adaptive leader, charismatic leader, transformation leader. Authentic leaders are value based, ethical. Spiritual leader give more emphasis to values. Servant leader focus on the followers. They serve as servants to the followers. Adaptive leader tries to find out solution from the followers and make them adapt to new things by their own thinking, own problem solving abilities. Charismatic leader is again a trait theory things, again re-emerged in the 21st century. Transformational leader fix a vision to fix a goal of the organization and take the organization to a new dimension or new area.